Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. My name is Hassan, and this channel is about my struggle to become a profitable day trader. I'm here streaming live every market open, trading in real time so you guys can see my entries, my exits, the good trades, the bad trades, all that good stuff. If you like that type of thing, hit that like button for me, subscribe, and join me on tomorrow's live stream. But for right now, I'm here to go over my trades for today. So, drum roll. Another green day. Another green day, but also another day with a few bad trades mixed in. Oracle was a loss, but I don't really feel like it was a bad trade. I might have gotten a little aggressive with my ads. But let's start from the top. KMB. Let's see. I'm trying to think what I could justify this entry on now, looking at it in hindsight. I think I was kind of watching an opening range breakout, but the thing with KMB, why I would consider this to be a bad trade, low volume. It had a great daily setup, but it just didn't have the volume. It didn't have the attention to push that thing to the next level. You know what I mean? So low volume, stay away from these. Minus 1R. All right, Tesla, let's go. Tesla was a great trade. Very clean setup. I believe I took this setup on the 2-minute. This is a 2-minute entry. So pretty much this is like my favorite type of thing where it actually opens red. It creates the opening range, but trades down and then trades back over it. I think Joe Dub called it that U setup. Trades back up and then pulls back to VWAP for the test. And so I bought the break back over these candles that tested through VWAP. Stop under the low here. Made a higher high, higher low, test again to VWAP and the opening range. Added, moved my stop up, and then it was smooth runnings back up to target. Up to target. So this actually was a 4R move. But I partialed. I had 10 shares. I sold 7 and held 3 at break even. I just don't like this. I would much rather, I don't know, man. I go back and forth every day between partialing and just taking it all. I feel like more times than not, I end up stopping out with my partial. So statistically, I should just sell it all at target. Yeah. So that's what I would say. 2-minute, higher high, higher low VWAP. Added at higher low. Took profit. Took partial at 4R. Stopped. Break even. So we got plus 3R on the Tesla trade, and I'm rounding up here and there, you know. But yeah, that was a great trade. Very clean setup, very clean move, and pretty much top tick that thing right there at the top, man. Great take profit. I should have just taken it all. That's my only regret, is not selling it all. Sell it all. Okay. It's like just always that little desire in me to be a part of a nasty, massive parabolic move. And so I do want to have some exposure. But definitely when it stops out at break even, I feel like I should have just taken it out. I don't know. If it went up $5 more and I ate that, then I would be very happy that I partialed out. So I don't know. For right now, my main objective is to just secure the bag, secure secure what I see and not worry about what could happen after I get out of the trade, you know. It's a work in progress though, but very nice trade on Tesla. Nvidia, I regretted Nvidia right when I got in, but it went down, so I wanted to at least, I mean, I'm already in there now, I'm already red, might as well see if it can bounce, right? So yeah, I really regretted this. It's making lower highs, right? Lower lows. This was not a good trade at all. Yeah, that was a bad one. Players mess up. No trade. No pattern. -1R. I can't even like. Yeah, the main issue below opening range. That was the main issue. Rule break. Can't be doing that stuff, man. I hate it when it's like a clear rule break like that, where it's just like, bro, you shouldn't have been trading it. You shouldn't have been trading it. Clear rule break. Yeah. So that's like those moments where you're guessing, should I enter, should I not? The good thing about having the clear rules is like, okay, if this is telling me no, then just don't enter. Just don't enter. That's actually why I didn't trade TSM. Let's pull that up just for conversation. I really liked what TSM was doing right here, curling up on the 15, but it was below the opening range, so I didn't trade it. And I was really feeling sick right here, but it just traded right back down. So this is why I have my rules in place, because I've seen it happen so many times. And I'm glad I didn't take that trade. Now to our next banger, Microsoft. Turn that scanner off. All right. So Microsoft, man, look at these ads, bro. I'm looking like a ultra scalper up in here. What was my main reasoning for wanting to add to Microsoft? Was it just the 5 minute? I really thought it was a 15. I guess it was the 5. Huh. Yeah, I think it was the 5. Interesting. Yeah, so okay, we got the setting of the top of the range, and then we make a higher high, come back down and test VWAP. And yeah, I bought it on its way back up, starting to make new highs off of VWAP. And I'm not seeing like a super clear trigger though on my entry. I think I might have been late. I think I wanted this, and when I missed this and it traded up and pulled back, when it rebroke that high, I started getting in. I think that's all I got on that one. Yeah, so when it broke over that high, I entered, and then when it broke over that, I entered some more, and really was just trying to build a position so that I could take profit at 3R as close to the previous high of day as possible. Usually when I add, it makes me want to get a higher profit target or a bigger profit target, not necessarily higher, but like sometimes I want to keep the same profit target I originally had, even though I have more shares now. But now I'd rather, it's like I want to bring my target as low as possible to make my chances of hitting it as high as possible. So when I was adding, I'm like, okay, now I can bring my target lower and lower and lower. And look at this, like, that was a great idea. That was great playing, because my profit target was 443.31, and it went to 443.32, and then it came back and went to 39. So top tick that bad boy, man. That was nice, man. I like it when you hit that top tick, man. So that was great. So this was like a 5 minute 5-minute HLV, which is higher high, higher low VWAP. That's what I'm calling that setup now. Added on the way up and took 3R plus 3R. I will say ads need to wait for pullbacks. I need to do a little more tracking on my adding data, because sometimes my ads are FOMO because I'm worried that it's gonna break and go, but I feel like most of the time it does pull back and give me a better opportunity to add. Like right here, taking this break, and then really this was a better opportunity to add down here. But you know, from here it could definitely just keep going up. So I don't know. I've been doing better with my ads though. I don't think I ruined any trades today with my ads. Yeah, so this was another great 3R trade on Microsoft. Loving that. And then I took one more trade. I was at 4R. I should have just walked away, man. I was telling myself to walk away. And honestly, Oracle wasn't that great. It had a great day yesterday, and it was playing around at yesterday's high, which I was hoping it was going to bounce and hold and move back up to today's high. But it did not. And in all honesty, let me see where this top of this range is. Yeah, this was another one that I had good reasons to just not trade. It was below the opening range. Yeah, below opening range is just not, it's not a go. And really, I mean, I could have sold it at the top of the opening range, but this is why I love this as a level, because I see it gets reacted to quite a bit on this blue line I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, it looked like a very nice setup on the 15 here. But look at this big topping tail that I kept pointing out, but this price action just looks so good. I'm just like, at least we can probably catch a bounce right here and make it back up to high of day. So that's what I was hoping for. As you can see, that did not happen. So ended up stopping out slightly above 1R. Nice 15-minute setup on. Nice 15-minute setup. However, was below HBS. Long topping tail on 15-minute. No trade. Could have done without that for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, this has typically been my experience, that my losing trades are trades that I just shouldn't have taken. Not like a result of just the probability of my setup, but it's just a trade that didn't qualify. This being a really low volume mover, you know what I mean? And really not a great entry as well. But, and then Nvidia being below the opening range. Oracle below the opening range. Like, those are trades that I shouldn't have taken. Meanwhile, Tesla above opening range. Test higher high, higher low to VWAP. Very simple, very clear. Same with this. I guess this was technically below the opening range, but when it trades through the open, like when it creates the range and then trades below and breaks back above, it's a little different to me. Like, I feel like the range has been tested and broken a couple times, so it's not as important. You know what I mean? However, if this would have stopped out, I definitely would have been like, well, it was below the opening range. But it did trade above the opening range, well above the opening range. So to me, that's a little different. Damn, that was a fire trade. So I think tomorrow I'm going to do a little fun Friday, $10 risk, 3R, all or nothing. just try to be focused on the clean setups, man. Focused on the clean setups. Things have been going really well. Really well. Pharaoh stopped in and was like, I'm watching this guy become profitable. That's exciting to hear, but I'm still not super convinced. Need like a month. Really need a few months to really prove to myself that okay, I've gotten to a new place. You know what I mean? Because I've had green weeks before. I've had a couple green weeks in a row before, and then threw it all out the window. But I do feel different. I feel like, you know, my thought process has evolved a bit, and I'm making better decisions. I'm still making some bad decisions, but not as many. Not as many. So we'll see, man. It's getting fun. It's getting exciting. Man, appreciate you guys being along for the ride. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and join me tomorrow morning, man. It's Fun Friday. We'll see how it goes, man. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Peace.